welcome to Spotlight on Education. I'm Dr. Jon Kopko, Superintendent of the East Brunswick Public Schools, and your host for the program. Today I'm in the studio with Mr. Hank Stankiewicz, who is our Supervisor of Technical, Business, and Computer Education, and also Mr. Tom Smith, who is our District Supervisor of Science and Gifted and Talented. And I'd like to welcome you both to our show. The focus of today's show is going to be on technology in our elementary schools. And Hank, I'd really like to begin with you, and perhaps you could provide our audience with an overview of some of the ways that our elementary schools and students are utilizing technology.
Oh, sure, I'd be happy to. As you know, John, we are in the second year of our 5-year technology plan of putting technology into the schools. And I'm proud to say that, we're on target and we've been doing a terrific job so far, but we still have a long way to go. Our main theme or goal is really to tie technology to our curriculum so that all students and staff have access to technology in the classroom. We've gained some significant ground at the elementary level so far, as we'll see in the videotapes. Technology has many components. It includes computers, television, a way to connect the computer to the TV, calculators, networks, and even training and support for the computers. In the clips, you'll get to see how we use some of that technology. In the first clip at Warnsdorfer School, we'll see how video is being transmitted from the main office into all the classrooms. This was made possible through a special grant or a special partnership with Comcast to wire the entire school, each classroom, the main office, and the all-purpose room with a video network that they donated. The PTA provided the TVs that went into each classroom, and the district provided the electricity and also the hangers to put the TVs into the class. And when all this came together, the students and staff were able to see this as a total school project and see the worth of it. The TVs and the video network serve several purposes. One, there are 6 videos, VCRs, that are housed in the media center, and there are 6 channels that the students can, or the classrooms can tune to view those videos. For example, if the students wanted to see the video, a copy of the video that we're seeing today, or we're taping here today, they would tune into a specific channel, let's say 51, and the entire school could watch the video in their classroom. Morning announcements are also broadcast live from the main office. Students do the broadcast, and the principal makes an announcement for the beginning of the day. And TVs are also used to deliver large group instruction in each of the classrooms. We connect the computer to the TV so that all students can see what's happening on the computer from their seat. Warnsdorfer, Lawrenceburg, and Central, and also Frost, were used as pilot schools to develop some special projects. We wanted to test out some of the things, some of the technology in the actual school to see if it actually did work. And we're proud to say that all of the pilots, are up and running, and they are working very well, and we're using them as models. We also equipped each kindergarten classroom with a computer, a multimedia computer, as part of the regular curriculum. Kindergarten teachers worked over the summer learning to use the computer and also working on curriculum to be implemented in September. You'll see some of the results in the video. You'll also see students in action in the writer's workshop, which is done at Frost and Lawrenceburg. And in that writer's workshop, students gather materials, they do some hand art, they do some writing, and they bring all that stuff together using the computer to publish their book. And I have to say that the teachers are doing an excellent job, and I'm very proud of them.
Well, we do have some tapes which were taken in 3 of our schools. Could you tell us what schools are involved, and also who the teachers are?
Sure. At Warnsdorfer, you're going to see WARN, it's news to us, and that's Warnsdorfer's TV station being broadcast to all rooms from the main office. Sherry Scott at Warnsdorfer will be working on the kindergarten curriculum. She'll be using an Apple IIe and also Macintosh to deliver instruction to the entire class. Kim Ballack at Lawrenceburg will also be showing us some of the curriculum work that they did over the summer. And in Beth Warren's class at Frost, we're going to be seeing Writer's Workshop.
Great.
This is WARN.
It's news to us. Good morning. My name is Nicholas Violin. Today is Monday, October 2nd, 1995. We would like to wish a happy birthday to Jonathan Chow, Christina Kuna, and TJ Downey. If you need an IOU or need to pay an IOU, please do so after announcements are over. And now here's Mr. Arnauer with some additional announcements. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Nicholas. First, a reminder, October is Fitness Month, and today is October 2nd, and it's the first day. And to kick off Fitness Month, at 2:30, the whole school will be going outside and having a walk together. It's going to be our exercise simultaneously. And at about 2:30, there'll be announcements to call all the classes out to the blacktop where we'll be starting. Thank you, and have a nice day.
This is WARN.
It's news to us.
Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to start by going over some of the parts of the computer that we've been talking about. Let's first talk about what kind of computer this is. It's an Apple computer, but it has a number and a letter after it. Who can remember what the number and the letter is? Christina? Apple IIe, very good. This is another Apple computer, but it is a special kind, like the type of an Apple. It starts with Mac. Andy?
CD-ROM.
Very good. That's the actual specific kind that it is. But what kind of an Apple is it? Stephanie? Starts with Mac. Ryan? Macintosh. Very good. It is a Macintosh. Here on my paper, I have a word. The word says monitor. Who would like to come up and point to our monitors? I like the way that I see Catherine sitting. Catherine, come up, please. Where are our monitors? There's one there. Very good. And there's one over there. Perfect. We have two. Thank you. Next, it says keyboard. Who would like to show us where our keyboards are? Nathan. Here's the pointer. There's a keyboard there. And the second one is over there. Very good. We are going to continue working on the keyboard like we were doing last week. You have your keyboard papers in front of you and you have your one crayon, correct? I'm going to ask Elizabeth, because she was chosen last week to do this, to come up and stand on the last row right there. We are very lucky because we have a TVator in here and that hooks up both of our computers to the TV screen so everybody can look up at the TV screen as Elizabeth is hopping on the letters on our floor mat. Who would like to come up, please, and press the first letter, tell us what it is, while the other children are coloring it on their paper. Look at all these hands. This is hard to pick. Amber, please, come on up. Amber, do you know what letter that is? Z. Very good. Can you find the Z on your keyboard, please? Elizabeth is already standing on the Z. And my good listeners are coloring the Z. Sure, you can hop to the next one because now I would like to know who knows what the next letter is up there. Steven. What letter is that?
X.
X. I like that letter. It sounds really neat, doesn't it? Go up and press the X. Children, color the X. And Elizabeth is standing on the X. Good. Our next letter, Christina.
Z.
C. Very good. Come up, please. Press the C. Children, color the C. It's very important for us to get familiar with this keyboard because we're going to be using it a lot this year. Thank you. The next. Okay, we're in Sammy's Science House. We're going to Sammy's sorting station.
It's the sorting station.
That's a sorting station. Nice music, huh? Let's see what Tammy wants us to sort.
Animals with scales. Animals with fur.
Art, animals with scales and animals
Sort
with
the
fur.
pictures.
Who would like to come up and point to an animal that has either scales or fur and deposit them in the right can? Nicholas, come on up, please. Mouse. Does that have scales or fur?
Gorilla.
Animals with fur. For me, please.
Gorilla.
There you go.
Excellent.
Sunfish.
Way to go.
You have to remember to bring them up there. They want us to actually bring them and drop them in. Very good, Samantha. Thank you. All right, can I have one more volunteer?
Okay, boys and girls, before we begin today on the computers, let's review the names of the parts of the computer. We learned them last week. We talked about the different parts and what they did. So let's review those names now before we begin on the computers, okay? Who remembers what we call this over here?
Monitor.
The monitor. If this is called a monitor, what is this one called?
Monitor.
Good. Who remembers what this is called over here?
CD-ROM.
CD-ROM. And that's where we put the CD. Very good. Who remembers what this is called over here?
Keyboard.
Keyboard. Do we use the keyboard on this computer?
Yeah.
Sometimes, but usually we use the what?
Mouse.
Mouse, and the mouse stays on the mouse pad. That's right. What's this called?
Keyboard.
The keyboard. And this part over here?
Printer.
And what does a printer do?
Print.
It prints the pictures, or if we write a story, it'll print out the story for us. That's right. Okay, last week we read a story called The Tale of Peter Rabbit. And then I showed you something on the computer. I showed you a way that Peter Rabbit can help you learn letters and beginning sounds. And you had to help Peter. Peter helped you, and you also had to help Peter. What did you have to help Peter do? Alexander, raise your hand.
Get home safely to his mother.
Get home safely to his mother. And each time he went through the maze, he got into different obstacles, and your job was to help him get out of those obstacles. Who was trying to get him?
Mr. McGregor.
Mr. McGregor. Do you think we can work on that together?
Yeah.
Trying to get Peter Rabbit home? Okay, after we get Peter Rabbit started, Mrs. Balk will also call up some people to work on our memory game, where you have to use your memory and learn some new vocabulary words, and you match. And I will be asking for 2 people to help me to do that today on the computer. Okay? Now, if you're working up here at the keyboard, and the rest of you are sitting down on the carpet, where should you be looking?
Up there.
Up here at our big TV screen, so that everyone can see at the same time what we are doing. Okay, so let's have Christopher and Matthew. You're going to be our 2 helpers right now to get Peter Rabbit started. Okay, and you guys watch up here and look for any obstacles that he might come across to help Christopher and Matthew get him home safely. Watch.
Go, go, go.
Are there any obstacles yet?
No.
Not yet. Okay, let Christopher get a chance to move him across. What's his first obstacle? Mouse. And what does mouse begin with? M. Let's get him past the mouse quickly. Make him run fast.
Go, 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 go,
Because the faster he goes, the better chance he has of getting away from Mr. McGregor. What's going to happen here?
Slide.
Uh-oh, our first real obstacle. What happened?
Cliff.
We're at a cliff. Can he jump that far?
No.
No. So what he needs your help now. He needs you to look at the picture word, look at the letter that it begins with, and then on the keyboard, find that letter and build part of the bridge for him. If you find the right letter, 2 pieces of the bridge will be built for you. Okay, Christopher?
F.
Why did he pick F? For fish. Fish begins with F. Okay. What's this a picture of? It's rooster. A rooster begins with R. So far, you guys.
Here.
Up on the top.
Cap.
Cat.
There. Pig.
Peg. Are they a match? No. So let's review. What was up here? Do you remember?
Hat.
A hat or cap. What was this?
Peg.
Peg. Do you remember that was over here? Do you remember the ones we saw before?
Yeah.
What was bat? And what was that?
Top.
Top. Okay, let's see if we can find a match. Pick another picture card
Here.
down here. Let's see if we can get a match this time.
Peg.
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 Peg. Can you say that?
Peg.
Peg. Is that a match? We did it. Let's go again. Let's try to find another match.
Here. Bat.
I think that was a bat. Let's try it. Bat. Say it.
Bat.
Now, where was the other one?
Here. Bat.
Good. I wouldn't have picked that one. I was going to go down here. That's great. That was a match. How many more do we have to find?
2.
2 more matches. Let's go.
I would like you to continue working on your stories. You're doing a lovely job. And please remember to come to myself or one of the other teachers so that we can edit your stories for you and help you do it. But make sure you do a good job proofreading first before you bring them to us. And the people that are working on the computers, if you need some assistance, you can ask any one of us to help, okay? Good.
There was a sad cat. This cat did not have any friends. This cat did not have any friends. Hey, that was the time. One day she was walking and poof. One day Ben went to camp. At Ben's camp, they had 3 pools. If you passed the deep water test, you could go on the slide. Ben did not pass. Ben felt bad because he did not pass the deep water test.
The students and the teachers both seem to be really engrossed in what they're doing and with their work. Tom, I'd like to turn to your area now, and perhaps you could tell our audience how technology is being used in our elementary school classes.
Sure. We have a project that we're just initiating called GLOBE. It's an exciting program that is a coalition of schools throughout the United States and other countries of the world, with some federal agencies that include the National Science Foundation, the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, NASA, and the Environmental Protection Agency. And basically its objective is to have school children collect environmental parameters such as temperature, cloud cover, and precipitation, and feed those data through an internet connection to a central location in Washington. It allows students to collect real-time data, actual data that will help scientists in their predictions of environmental change throughout the world. And we have a GLOBE project at 10 of our schools. The other project that we're working with, and we have been working with for some time, is the KidsNet program. This is a program that is sponsored by the National Geographic Society, and it includes several different topics. The one that we have chosen is a unit on recycling and solid waste. It fits in very well with the recycling curriculum that we have in 5th grade, and it's extremely appropriate for children who live in East Brunswick, since we have a landfill edge borough within our township borders. And basically what KidsNet does is National Geographic teams up our classes with classes from other schools through the United States, Canada, Japan, and Europe. And they work on a project together. They collect data. In this case, the data is on how much solid waste is generated on any particular day. They analyze the data using graphs, and then they send this data via a modem through to a hub location where the data is shared with other teams working on the same project. And we've had some interesting participants and partnerships over the past couple of years. One of the schools was teamed up with a school from outside Philadelphia, and they found out that that school was taking a trip to Philly along with our school at the same time. They coordinated the trip, and the students got to meet their partners that they had only previously known from a modem connection, and they were very excited about that. The nice thing about both of these projects is it looks at learning from a problem-centered approach. The learning is interdisciplinary. They use math to analyze data. They use language arts skills to write letters and write reports. They use skills in social studies for analysis of maps and weather trends. And they use the skills in science, in the science of meteorology and plastics research and how we deal with solid waste, composting, biological remediation of waste. So it's a nice way to integrate the disciplines with the aim of solving a problem that we all have, solid waste generation and change in environmental conditions.
Well, I know our schools are certainly fortunate to have been awarded these GLOBE grants, and I know that you played a major role in authoring those applications. I'd certainly like to extend, on behalf of the students, our thanks to you for initiating that project. Could you also tell us what actually the GLOBE grants provided for the students in the classroom?
Sure. The grants, the equipment that we received from the federal government totaled about $40,000 for 10 schools. We got high-end computers, large monitors. We received a modem and a LaserJet printer for each of the schools and each of the teachers that were in this program. We also received an account on the internet that will allow students to communicate to the GLOBE headquarters free of charge, at least temporarily, until we get to the point where we have our own internet connections from the school. The staff was trained at Westchester State College by representatives from NASA and from NOAA, which is the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration. The feedback that we got from staff was phenomenal. They said it's some of the best workshops that they have attended in many years. They dealt with the science of remote sensing, satellite imagery. At some point, they will get a satellite picture of their school, and as the satellite passes over the school each day, it will take a picture and record the environmental conditions at the school. So basically, we will be a site for scientific research. So the school really benefited both in terms of teacher training, the equipment that we got, and the program that will be in place when all of this is put together.
Well, thank you both for being here with us today, and I'd also like to extend my appreciation to both of you gentlemen and also to the staff that you supervise for the work that you've done in really integrating technology into our curriculum. I mean, it's been absolutely fantastic, and really in such a short period of time, we've come such a long way. So thank you both for your initiative and for doing what you've done for us. To our audience, I'd like to thank you for watching and hope you'll be back with us again next month when our guests will be the same two gentlemen, and we'll be talking about technology in our secondary schools. On behalf of everyone here in the East Brunswick School District, I'd also like to wish you and your families a very safe, very happy, and enjoyable Thanksgiving.